Hey guys, and welcome to All About Ollie! I actually missed my 5-month All About Ollie. We're now on 6 months. He's 6 months old, and boy, can you tell, because he's basically the most hyperest, craziest child ever. Tons of personality, super happy baby, and he's just doing awesome. And I just can't believe he's 6 months old. So let's go ahead and get you updated on him. So much has changed since my last All About Ollie. He is now obviously smiling, giggling, laughing all the time. It's very loud. He's now rolling over front and back. He basically uses rolling over as his main source of transportation. He just rolls all the way across the room if we're on the other side, and that's pretty much how he gets around now. He is basically sitting up perfectly. Sometimes we'll flop backwards still and kind of hit his head, but it's pretty rare. He's actually been making bath time a lot more fun and a lot easier because he can kind of sit up more. Of course, I'm right there for assistance, but he can kind of sit and play, which has just been really, really nice and much more fun for him to play with his toys when he can sit up, you know? Also can get into a crawling position, which I don't know if we're gonna have an early crawler or if he's just kind of playing around with the idea. But he gets into that position. He's not rocking or anything, but he just gets into that crawling position, and then he's not sure what to do. Every once in a while we'll let him like, yeah, you gonna crawl? Every once in a while we'll let him push off of our hands and he'll start to move forward, but he's just not sure what to do with his hands in order to pull himself further. So once he figures out what to do with these things, he'll be able to crawl probably, which will be crazy. Now that he's 6 months, I'm starting to go like, oh my gosh, I don't have like a little itty baby newborn on my hands anymore. Like I have a little boy, like a child, and it's just so crazy. Of course, he's still a baby and it's still the same, but at the same time, it's just like, it's kind of sad because I feel like I tried so hard to like grab onto those newborn stages, and I didn't want to let go, and it's just running away from me faster than I could ever imagine. It's like I have a 6-month-old child now, and it's just, before I know it, he's gonna be a year old, and I'm gonna be like, no, where'd my baby go? All right, and then also, as you guys can see, he actually is getting a little bit more hair back, which has been really fun because he actually was born with a pretty full head of hair. It was pretty nice and thick and dark, and then he lost it all. Yeah, you went bald. But now he's definitely starting to grow it back, and it's kind of a blondish, maybe like a sandy blonde, brownish color. I think it's gonna be super cute, and of course he's got these big old blue, beautiful eyes. See, a lot of people ask me all the time about his sleep schedule, and it's been definitely getting better. I think the last time I updated you, I was just going through that 4-month regression, and I was just like, oh my gosh, he gets up all the time. And although he still gets up occasionally at night, I feel like we're starting to really get into a pattern. We actually started putting him in his own crib, which has been really hard on Mama more than it's been hard on him. Basically, what I do is I do nap time in his crib, and we have this awesome monitor, which I definitely need to do a review on. I'm just obsessed with it. And then we also are putting him in his crib at nighttime, but for like the first half of the night. Basically what I do is I put him to bed in his crib, and then he usually will wake up around 1, like 12:30 to 1:30. He'll wake up for his first feeding at night. And then I basically just move him into my room at that point. I can barely sleep with him in his room, so it's usually just me kind of sitting there waiting for him to wake up, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he's up. Now I can feed him and he can come lay in my room, and then he usually will sleep in the co-sleeper. I wish he was like that perfect sleeper, but at the same time, it's like a challenge, and I feel like we're growing together and we're learning how, you know, we want to do things, and it's going great. And then if you guys didn't know, I actually did a sleep or a nighttime routine, which you guys can go check out. I get a lot of questions on whether I do that every single night, and I do. My nighttime routine is like so important to me. It's like the one time that me and him just have like this routine, and we're really bonded when it comes to it. Of course, things have been a little bit changing since that video, since we're now transitioning into the crib. We are still exclusively breastfeeding, which has been really fun, but as of now, he's 6 months old, and I am going to start transitioning food and solids into our world, which is a little bit fun and scary. I'm excited for him to discover things and find foods he likes, and I want to open his world up when it comes to food. I want him to love like everything. I really enjoy nursing him, and I'm also kind of, I guess, slightly afraid that he could love food more than he'll love nursing kind of thing, and I'm afraid of him weaning. Yeah, I'm afraid of him weaning, so I definitely think it'll be a slow progression. Do you want to play with the monkey? I'll probably be introducing food a little bit gradually and just kind of doing just little different types every once in a while. We're gonna do definitely a mixture between baby-led weaning and doing purees. We're just gonna kind of do a little bit of both. So like I said, I'm nervous about it, but I'm also excited about it. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know how you guys introduce food. So leave in the comments below some suggestions as to, first foods to introduce him to. I think that we're really excited about the avocado, but I'm also just excited about introducing all kinds of different vegetables and all of that. And other exciting news is he just actually cut his first tooth. I would say that he did pretty dang good at. I've heard horror stories when it comes to teething, and I've kind of just been like waiting for it. The day that he cut it, I will say that he was a bit more fussier than usual, but I feel like he did it really well and it wasn't terrible. Oh, and as you can see, he actually is really into the pacifier again, which has basically been a lifesaver, especially during the teething days, but he is really loving that again, so that's nice. Alright guys, so that's all I have for All About Ollie, but click thumbs up if you're enjoying watching him grow in the All About Ollie series. I really love doing it, although I did skip the 1 month. It was mostly because a lot didn't change between month 4 and 5, but a lot changed between 5 and 6, so it's been really fun. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we will see you guys in my next video. Can you say bye, Ollie? You can't say bye, but you can wave. Say bye. Something that I really enjoy about Citrus Lane is that they send you items that cater to his actual age, his gender, and it's really just a really great experience to get to see things that I would never have found something like this, and it's really interesting the way that they make it designed for his little hands and for his age to push things around. Woo!